What up? What up? What up? It's been a great day in the neighborhood. How's everyone doing? How's it going? Because we're going to cook with a little gas tonight. It's kind of crazy. I wasn't going to do a live stream tonight, but I need to tell y'all a little story. One of the things that I'm doing for the new Manifest Destiny channel is I'm on this new health kick. It's called Alternative Day Fasting, where I eat one day and one day I don't eat. And my energy level on the days that I'm fasting is like through the roof. Like I did 5 videos today. I did some course training. And, you know, if you haven't tried it, just for the mental clarity alone, it is an excellent thing to do. But we're going to get into a few juicy topics. And tonight's live stream was brought to you by the Corporate Toolbox, where you learn how to create a holding company, an LLC structure. But more importantly, I'm going to teach you how to start a company. And that's the real value of the Corporate Toolbox. And yes, Thanksgiving and Christmas is literally around the corner, and there will not be a Black Friday special. There will not be any Black Friday sales, because this month we're targeting marketing, which is really critical. And because of the coursework that I'm putting in the course, I've moved the live webinar to Tuesday, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to go in there before Tuesday. But the link is below if you want to be part of the Corporate Toolbox. All right. Let me go ahead and get up in here. You know, I've been keeping track of the traffic because I live fairly close to 285. And for a while, the traffic was thickening up around rush hour. And I was like, you know, it's starting to come back to normal. Then it disappeared. And then I checked the unemployment numbers, which are 8,075 first-time people are applying for unemployment, which is way higher than it was during the Great Recession. And I started to do some research, and I'm here to tell you, we're going to have the coldest winter ever. The coldest winter ever. I mean, it's about to be off the chains, because I'm not going to do a sugar baby course. I'm not doing that. But one of the things I've noticed on one of the sites I was doing my research was a massive influx of new sugar babies. And it got me to thinking, like, this got me to start doing some more research, because I'm like, why are all these chicks flooding these sites all of a sudden? And then I checked. Corporate layoffs are going. Corporations are settling in. They're looking at their balance sheets, and there's like, we're going to lay some folks off. And this is something that happens just about every Christmas. I call it the Christmas surprise, where a lot of people are laid off just before Christmas. How does that suck? And I'm just seeing all of these women flooding to these sites, and I'm seeing a lot of these older women. The other day, there was a woman who was 57. I was like, what are you doing on here? Who let you out the house onto the Sugar Baby website? She was 57 on the Sugar Baby website. And then there was a number of 40-something-year-olds. Then I did some research with OnlyFans. OnlyFans, there's a lot of older women. Like, I will tell you, I was on the Bumble dating app, and I came across this chick who, because this is one of the things that a lot of entertainers will do, is they'll put up a Bumble profile or a, what is it? What's the other one? Tinder profile, and they'll put their Instagram handle in there. And this chick has an OnlyFans page. So she's using dating sites and male thirst to get folks to come to her site. And it's crazy. But I want to talk about this unemployment issue, because we're heading towards 2021 to effectively be a really messed up year financially for many people. This is what it's shaping up because it's October 2021 is literally around the corner. And I'm just looking at what's happening because it looked like, they have college football, they have the NFL football, and COVID is messing with all of that because Nick Saban, University of Alabama, he's got COVID. But Cam Newton tested positive for COVID. It looks like Cam Newton will be back for the next game. So he was only out for 2 weeks. So apparently he didn't get a serious case of the COVID. Hopefully Nick Saban doesn't get a serious case of the COVID. But I think they can treat this stuff better because Trump is talking about hitting the campaign trail this weekend. And he tested positive for COVID. So I feel that they have better treatment options for this. And, we will see. But mark my words, this winter is going to be cold. A little wine for the night. It's crazy what is happening right now. Because I fully expect COVID, it's about to get cold. And there's much talk of a second wave, and many states are seeing their COVID rates skyrocket. So, in the NFL, it's been having a nasty time. They've been like last night. I think this first time I saw a Tuesday night game. They're rescheduling, reshuffling games. The college football is doing the same thing. It's going to be crazy. Once it starts to get cold and stay cold, we will see what that's going to be. Let me see what y'all are talking about in this chat. Josh Bart, you know what? I might start an OnlyFans page for the disruptive male because I can say and do what I want there. I can get away with all kinds of stuff there. What's up, people? I know, Mod 72, I know. Yeah, winter is going to be awesome for some folks. What's up, Rod, for real estate? Goddess Noel. All right, thank you, Jose. Coastal Designer, thanks for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Jose. And it jumped. Thank you, Chris. Well, the unemployment, see, this is the problem. If you go back and look at unemployment during 2009, that recession, the 875, because, it was like 6.6 million a week. And it's dropped to, but it's a consistent 875,000 people for the last 7 weeks. And that's over 1 million people. It's over, that's wait a minute, like 875, 1.63. It's like 6 million people unemployed. I feel that we're not going to shut down again. Let's be really clear about that. We're not going to shut down again. That's not going to happen. However, there's going to be a mitigation because I'm looking at these corporate layoffs. The airlines are like, hey, Congress, you're not doing what you said you were going to do. So we're getting ready to lay off tens of thousands of people for the airlines. Because I recently met someone who was traveling, and she said the airport looked like a ghost town compared to the way it used to be. Sugar babies, no job having chicks, pretty much. Josh Barr, they're looking for a generous man with a nice stimulus package. Goddess Nola, 56-year-old sugar baby is still sweet to a man in his 70s. You know, I never really thought about that. I hadn't thought about it from that point of view. But you got a point. You got a point. But, you know, I'll go into a little bit of my research later. Excalibur, yep, they also use dating sites to get men to their premium Snapchats. Yeah, Linktree. I had a Linktree for my Instagram. And some are straight up selling the yah. That's my new term. James A. That's funny. Old honey can still attract OB. Y'all going in on this, man. Jim, it could be a second wave. Yep. K-Pit, the check that I posted, if you check out the community, because I don't think I posted it on this channel, but one of my students posted, he got a check for $44,000 in his business. He's got to tell me the story. The second stimulus proposals between 1.5 and 2.2 trillion. What's up, Lee Turner? Thanks for the super chat. Tim May, a 56-year-old sugar baby is hard candy. No, what? JP, how much you make on the side gig before you have to claim it? If you make $6,000, you should be claiming that. Omar, I don't think there's no stimulus check happening. De-organic sugar baby sites lead to selling yaya. Santa may be on the winter break. The marketing webinar is for the corporate toolbox students. Because you must have got a message because I sent it out to Hustlers Kung Fu. Because I added some training because, you know, I'll actually talk about that. When you're starting a new business, you got to market. And I went into what I went through with the storage auction business and how it was consistent marketing that kept us in the red, that kept us, well, in the green or in the black, so to speak. D. Robbie, you know, it's funny that a lot of celebrities are going on OnlyFans. It's kind of crazy. Well, I don't think we're going to be shut down. Look at what's going on with the NFL. The NFL is doing all types of shuffling. I feel that even if it gets worse than the first wave, we're not going to shut down because people, I mean, this is the 7th month of this and people are sick and tired of this. And they're like, if I get it, I get it. If I have to go to the hospital, if I die, like one of the things is I'm dating, right? And I had a nice dinner date at the Atlanta Fish Market. The Atlanta Fish Market was packed. People are like, COVID, no COVID, I'm going about my life. My 72, you should put that money in the bank. Yeah, we're not shutting down again. Yeah, there's just been too much damage. We're not shutting down again. I don't care how bad it gets. We're just going to soldier through it. We're just going to push through it because I I'm looking at, see, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the unemployment. That is huge because I feel that at some point there will be a second stimulus package because it's going to have to be, but it may not be until after the election. And when I was talking about the stimulus, I actually told y'all this could happen because many people like they're going to cut a check. They're going to cut these fantastical $2,000 a month checks, $2,000 for you, $2,000 for your wife, $2,000 for baby bamboo, family of 5 be getting like $8K. Wasn't going to happen. That was never going to happen. Jim, I was informed when the acquaintance's wife entertains the older man once a month, pimping wives during COVID. Lord, get out of here. Thank you, Rod, for real estate. Smokehouse, yeah, I mean, we're not going to shut down again. Trav, Uncle, how much should you have in the bank? How much is too much? All right, first of all, let's go ahead, and this is a good talking point. You should have your long-term emergency fund. You should have your short-term emergency fund. You should have your family operating account. Once you get that cash set aside, at that point, you can stop saving. And then you can start investing or paying off debt. The organics, when you can see on this channel that I was talking about recession-proof businesses, and then starting a security agency was right there on the list. I'm not surprised. I know. Goddess Noel, I broke up. I talked about that weeks ago. She works hard for the money. Here's what I'm looking for. I am dating seriously, and in the next few years, I want to get married and find a good, committed life partner. There's one candidate. Woo, she nice. She nice, and she tiny. I like that. Stephen, who knows what's going to happen with Trump and everything, because it's crazy right now. But the unemployment is scary. Every week, you've got 800, almost 900,000 people who are like, I don't have a job. And this is one of the reasons that I was saying that was not going to be any V-shaped recovery. Because I had a lot of people, and they finally at ease on that talk of the V-shaped recovery because it wasn't going to happen, man. It was just too much collateral damage. Detailing, I can see detailing doing pretty good. The pop bubble. Actually, no, I am not a fan of the ghetto booty. And no. The girl that I'm dating, she's 5'2" and 125 pounds. And she's got some thick legs. She got some nice calves, some pretty feet. Because each one of our dates, she's worn sandals. And she's just sexy. And I remember our first date, she came wearing this very stylish, and the people started complimenting her. You know, it was real cool. You're talking about a K shape. It's more like a U shape recovery. Chris Hill, a lot of people all right, this is what's going on. They're not used to normal people coming in. They're used to big corporations having 30, 40 checking accounts, this kind of checking account. Like tomorrow, I have an appointment because I've already signed up with ADP. I'm putting myself on salary for my company, and I'm going to choose my S corp election. And I had to make an appointment to open up more checking accounts because COVID has messed up so many things. I went to the bank, and there was only 2 bank employees in there. 2. I was like, what is going on? And then it's like, well, we have appointments, so you can, and I was like, I'll be there at 11 tomorrow. I've hired a new assistant. Today was her 3rd day. That went well. And I'm going to hire someone else. So what's going to happen is, there's always going to be a group of people with money. There's always going to be a group of people with money. I've got 4 NFL players as clients now. They found the channel. They found Savage Finance. These young boys who were in college last year who are now multimillionaires. They needed some help, so I'm working with them. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. All right, Omar. Yeah, it was just blowing my mind, all of the stuff that's going on. But one of the things that is happening, and once again, mark my words, with this unemployment, this is going to be a drag into 2021. And if the airlines lay off all the people that they're talking about laying off, this is going to impact the airline industry for 3 to 4 years. Oh, Chris, what I'm getting ready to do probably next week, because I got to get this marketing information in the corporate toolbox, but I'm going to add an additional thing. If you're in the corporate toolbox, you're going to love this, because every time I do a webinar, I'll get someone that'll ask a question that has nothing to do with the content that we're talking about. So I'm going to add another day. It's not going to be at night. It's going to be middle of the day, so my bosses can show up. But it's going to be a session where you can ask any business related question and you can get them answered. And that's going to be, it'll make it a monthly subscription for folks who want to access it. Thank you, JW Properties. The banks are crazy. Engineering life skills, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have accounts at like 6 different banks, and my anchor bank, which is local because sometimes I have to do wire transfers and stuff. That's the one that I have to go in and do an appointment to open up an account. Everything else I opened up online. That's the wave of the future. They're about 30K plus, man. This is the thing that's cracking me up about the Sugar Baby website and OnlyFans. These are trends. It's not going to be like that forever. And right now you have women who are looking for, as someone said, elderly men with a stimulus package. And I'm going to tell y'all something during this live stream. I found someone who had experience as a sugar baby, because I had a questioning process, and we actually got on FaceTime, and she told me, and she said that most of the girls on that website were not prepared to be real sugar babies because they were going to try to, she actually brought this up. She said, scam. They were going to try to scam people. They were not going to try to meet. They were going to try to do it virtually. And she says, any healthy, normal man is going to want to have sex. And I was just like, oh, okay. So one of the things that's happening is you have a lot of people with inflated expectations that everybody wants to have a virtual sugar baby to get some pictures, to talk on the phone. I'm like, porn is free. Porn is free. There's some good porn out there that's free. And I'm just sitting there like, but this is the delusion. It's kind of like these people who like, I'm an investor. I'm an investor. I'm an investor. I'm making all this money. No, you're not. No, you're not. All right, Ogona. I mean, seriously, that's what they're looking for, elderly men with a stimulus package, because I've also noticed that there are many women on the Sugar Baby website. They're also on Bumble, and that's very insightful too. I know, Stefan, I know. JW Properties, just shoot me a screenshot. I love getting that stuff. I love when people are successful. I love when people take this knowledge and training that I'm putting out and apply it and become successful. I love that stuff. But one of the things that is happening, and this is crazy, is, and no one's really talking about this, but the number of women who are leaving the workforce. I think Erica Williams brought that up. But like my assistant, she has children. And she had some daycare problems. She's like, I got to get me a babysitter and all this other stuff. So a lot of women have left the workforce between having kids and this homeschooling. This homeschooling is deep. I met someone who was like, they're not really learning anything. 2020 is going to be the year that many people get left behind from a scholastic standpoint. 2020 is the year that a lot of bad outcomes are coming down the pike. 2020 is the year that we will look back on and say this is when it started, because this is one of the things that's starting to happen. We already had a permanent underclass. Now, what's a permanent underclass? If you're like, Glendon, what are you talking about? These are people who have generational poverty. They have a life cycle of having children and being impoverished and being struggling. More people this year are going to join the ranks of the permanent underclass. Not sugar babies, those are salt mamas. So a lot of women are permanently leaving the workplace. And these women are going to try to mate up with high value men, Kevin Samuels, because, I don't know if you've checked out Kevin Samuels' podcast, but it's really pissing a lot of people off what he has to say, because he's telling the truth. I want to give you an example of how high value men deal with trash. I was talking to this chick, and she pretended to be submissive. She pretended, because I was just like, I don't really know about you. And then she got in her voice, her tonality was harsh, and she was telling me some stuff. And she said, "You got it?" I was like, I just hung up and blocked her number. Because if you're acting like this now, it's going to get worse as we go down the pike. I just hung up and blocked her number. See, I know my power. I know my abilities. I have the ability to give you a job in my company. I have the ability to give you a job, the ability to give you work. That right there, that's not something you could come across every day. So I know my value as a man. And this chick was just like, I was like, you silly. Dismissed, click, and block the number. And I have no intentions of ever talking to this chick again, because she showed me who she was. See, because Kevin, his videos are really long, so it's kind of hard to watch a lot of them. But there was one I was watching, he was saying that high value men are not going to put up with your foolishness. And I was like, you 100%, brother. You 100%. Because I was having a conversation with someone like my ex is trying to come back. She trying to come back, but she did not respect the position that she was in, and that's why she's no longer in that position. Because once again, realize, men, gentlemen, there are a billion women on this planet. There's a billion women on this planet. Royston, yep. Jim, I know a lot of moms are catching hell right now. Kevin giving folks a reality check. Smokehouse, that's funny. Chris Hill, OnlyFans women and sugar babies women are an example of how hypergamy fail. Yep. The WAP. Yeah, like Kevin, his podcast really be long. It's kind of hard to keep up with him. X blind royalty, Uncle G, you're successful. How many hours in a day? Like today is a power day because like this is a fasting day for me, and I have unlimited energy. Because after I do this, I'm going to do a video for the Manifest Destiny channel, and it's totally different doing this stuff. Like right now, I'm single, and I have nothing but time to work and stuff because I got the core of my early work done before 5 today. Because there was like a 7-hour stretch. I was just working. And then my assistant left, and I'm getting ready to get another assistant because I'm going to have 2, and we're going to build this empire. Martin, that's funny. But I'm here to tell you, man, there's a lot of stuff that is coming for the unprepared, for the folks who are unprepared, because the number of women who are, I'm not going to show you their faces, but one day I logged into the website and I just saw just nothing but new. I was just like, good Lord, what's going on? Royston, thank you for the $10 super chat. Car aftermarket parts industry. People will keep their cars longer. People will get their cars fixed. So I think that's going to boom. All right, Ernest. All right, welcome to the club. Because once again, I'll talk about the alternate day fasting. This is a lifestyle. This is not something that I'm going to do just for a few months. This is something that I'm going to do the rest of my life. So go ahead here on the YouTubes and just look at the videos of the people who were doing alternate day fasting. There's this one chick. Her name is Rachel Sharp. And she was a chunky monkey. She was like 238, 236 or something. Now she's lost 108 pounds, and she is one hot little number. She is hot as she wants to be. And my goal is to lose 25 pounds, and then to get, my goal is to be like a NFL running back. That's the build that I want to have. So I got to lose 25 more pounds, and I'm working out, I'm fasting. So we will see what will happen by Christmas. Charles L. Brown, it's every other day. So tomorrow will be my feasting day because I'll get to eat tomorrow. And what I'm getting ready to do, because I'm going to try something new, I'm going to eat and then I'm going to work out, because I'm going to see how that goes tomorrow, because that's the day that I'm going to do a full body workout. What I'm going to do is squats in the morning, and then around after, but I'm going to eat, then I'm going to let that digest, then I'm going to do squats, and then I'm going to eat again, and then I'm going to work out and do another workout. So we're going to see how that goes. Ernest, I did watch Rachel's video. Yes, she's a hot babe, man. She is hot. Opulence is excellence. Yeah, I mean, I'm recommending it. Yeah, she's come a long way. Timothy LaFleur, what do you think about whole life insurance? Whole life insurance, any insurance product other than term is going to be really expensive. Really expensive. So, it just depends upon your pockets if you want to play that game. Polly Robinson, I don't need anything for 36 hours. Let me see. I have my phone. Oh, man. So I am 25 hours into this fast. So typically what happens is I will do a 36-hour fast, and I will break it, and then I will eat, and I have like a 12-hour eating window. So tomorrow I'm going to break my fast early because I want to get a meal in before I work out, because the last workout I felt a little weak on the squats, and before I started fasting, my squats were going up every week. So what I'm going to do is eat a meal. Maybe that's a mental thing. I don't know. Eat a meal, then work out, then eat another meal, then work out again and do my full body workout. So Polly Robinson is 36 hours. I don't know anything about Cube. That's funny. Yeah, Rachel Sharp, she's a hot little number. Steve Jamerson, that's funny. I do drink water. I drink a lot of water, a whole bunch of water. So I'm doing quite a bit of water, quite a bit. But, this is going to be the coldest winter ever, because unless the unemployment trend line starts to trend down, next 2021 is going to be a bear of a year. It's going to be rough for many people who are not prepared. It's just going to be really, really rough. What's up, Raining Woman? Oh, you grew up Ramadan? That's funny. I was doing intermittent fasting before, so it wasn't that hard of a transition. Now, check this out. The girl that I'm dating, she's going to fast Friday through Sunday. And our last date, we had a lot of common interests. So that was really cool. But yeah, Wall Street Trapper, he has a lot of charisma. A lot of people love him. But once again, what's going to happen? This is going to be the coldest winter ever, because I was talking to, because, just to think, I may do an OnlyFans page for the disruptive male content, because I don't have to worry about being censored. I don't, and I'll make it like super cheap, make it like $1 to $5 or something like that, just to keep that going on, because I'm not going to mess around with YouTube anymore, because YouTube was taking the thumbnails down of women that had their clothes on because they had too much booty. I was like, this thumbnail was removed. I was like, why is it was removed? And it was like, really? YouTube? So we can't do this on YouTube. All right, Quentin Jackson, make that money, make that money, make that money. Make that money, man, because essentially we're about to enter into a phase. Because like I said, with high unemployment comes opportunity, because there are many companies that are letting people go, and there's going to be opportunity for those who want to go get it. There will be opportunity because one of the things is I got some new videos that are going to come out on Savage Finance. They're already done. I got 2 that are done. My editors are working on 3 videos. I should get those tomorrow. And I talk about a lot of different stuff because, September was a really good month for Savage Finance with that PayPal, that PayPal video. But I also noticed that those folks are not watching the other videos, so I got to be careful. Too much booty in the pants. Jim, I didn't know Yelp did that. I had no clue that Yelp did. Because see, you got to understand, like, I'm working on the corporate toolbox. I'm keeping my YouTube channels. I'm training a new assistant. There's another one that's going to come on probably in 4 weeks, because I don't want to have 2 of them where I have to train 2 of them. So I'm going to get this one trained and have her train the other one. And we're getting ready to run an agency. So this is a lot of stuff that's coming on. A lot of stuff that is coming on. A lot of stuff that we got cooking. So we got many, many things that are going on. Many, many things that are going on. So one of the things that I want to discuss with you is the mental shift that you're going to have to make. Right now, we have a lot of people who were working at home who then had to go back into the office. Actually, the girl that I'm dating, she's going through it, and she's very dissatisfied with her workplace. She's outgrown her job. And, we have many people in this situation because a lot of women, like, make no marks about it, a lot of women are leaving the workplace between homeschooling, having kids and stuff, and they're doing whatever they have to do. In this space, in this area, is going to be massive opportunity for the people who want to serve folks. Because today I was doing the marketing component, because the marketing component is going to have a lot of modules, because I got to do 2 tomorrow, 2 Friday, and probably 2 Saturday, because the marketing section is going to be very big, because this is where you make your money. Because I had, having a resale business, I learned how to market and how to consistently sell things. All right, James Rice, I appreciate that. I appreciate that because, let me just go ahead and tell you guys, marketing is everything for your business. And this is why so many small businesses fail, because they don't know how to market. And paid traffic is a different kind of beast, because I'll tell you this story. I was running some paid traffic. I know some of y'all remember that because you were seeing my videos on Meet Kevin videos, and from me actually offering my free lead magnet on Savage Finance, I was getting higher quality leads for free than I was getting with the paid traffic. So that's the reason I stopped the paid traffic, because essentially I would get someone who would go sign up for the 30 days for $2,500, and I would send one email and they would hop off the list. And these leads were costing me like $4 to $5 a lead. And I was like, that ain't working. That ain't working. So I'm getting ready because, I don't think YouTube is the place to run my paid traffic campaign for the corporate toolbox. And this is some other stuff that we're going to talk in the corporate toolbox about. Where do you run your traffic? Because essentially, like with Craigslist, I was buying storage units and selling used stuff. So Craigslist made a great place because I could sell the stuff super cheap, regardless of what it was worth. Hey. Jeffrey, yes, marketing and sales are everything. And this is one of the things that people don't seem to understand or acknowledge because they'll start a business. They don't know how to sell anything. They don't know how to market anything. And this creates a lot of problems. This creates a lot of bad energy and bad outcomes. Nolan Rice, Glendon, does marketing matter more than capital? Nolan Rice, if you know how to market it, your products and services well, you can get all the capital that you need. I mean, it is that serious. If you know how to market really well, it will make a massive difference in what you're trying to do. If you could, if you can develop marketing chops and become really good at marketing, that's a game changer because essentially there are people who do Facebook marketing, YouTube marketing. That's all they do, and they're making millions of dollars. So marketing does matter more than capital, and I'm going to tell you why. This is why I'm really careful with business credit. A lot of people are trying to get business credit cards, high-end business credit card loans, and essentially, all right, you get that money and you spend that money in your business, but you don't know how to make money with that money. You could be in a world of hurt. This is one of the reasons that I'm being careful. And in the corporate toolbox, I'm going to show people how to get no PG business credit because I don't have my wallet. Well, actually, I do. This is my prime credit card for everything. And one of the cool things is I've only had this card a few weeks and they've already raised my limit. This was a no PG business credit card. And I've got a plan because I've got this one and I've got, let's see. And I've got this one. So I've got two business credit cards and I'm using the divvy because normally in a given month, I was going to spend $20,000 a month on my credit card and I was paying it off. So I just shifted that spend to the divvy card and actually after a few payments, they raised my credit limit. So what we're going to talk about is how to appropriately develop business credit and stay out of trouble. Aerial OZ visuals. There's a lot, you can market on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can market on Bing. There's all kinds of things. Yep, that's the divvy card. All right, Coastal Designer. Josh Barr, OnlyFans did not invent the wheel. Did the marketing clean, simple website put it ahead? Well, essentially, OnlyFans works because of the environment that we're in right now. Because Pornhub has been doing that Pornhub has something similar, a similar feature. Well, what OnlyFans did was give girls the options to create monthly subscriptions and to create a reoccurring revenue cycle. Just your brother. Brother Glennon, what set of skills would you say pays the best without an education and money? Number one skill that pays without education and money is sales. Number two skill that pays a lot of money without education is marketing. If you can become really good at sales and you can become really good at marketing, you can make millions of dollars without a degree. Yep, Ben the bartender, sales. Because see, sales it puts you in the position, because I think, when I was doing sales, it just prepared me for the future, because when someone tells me no, I'm like, on the Manifest Destiny channel, I got a video talking about where I seduced this chick who was not originally interested in me. She was not interested in me. I don't really care. I don't look for choosing signals. I'm like, I see you. I think you cute. I'm going to spit my game and let the chips fall where they fall. And I've been really successful doing that. So one of the things that, we got to come to talk about is getting to the dirt. Gary Vee talks about this, and I agree 100% with him. You got to get into the dirt of business. And like, you don't see, like, I did a YouTube search, and a lot of the marketing videos, some of them were really good, some of them needed work. They didn't have a lot of views because people are not trying to do that kind of work. People are looking for the cheat code. People are looking for the hack of how to get in and get this thing done and not actually do any work. Ain't been the bartender. That's what I'm trying to scream. That's what I'm saying. Because right now, there's so many ways that you can approach this. But once again, what we're getting ready to do in the corporate toolbox is to take it to another level. Like I said, because I'm going to probably start the paid advertising next month, because I'm going to see how the revenue flows this month without it. And then I'm going to start it next month. And I'm going to be talking about, and see, this is the benefit of the corporate toolbox. What you're getting is stuff that works right now. That's what you're getting. You're not getting theory or some outdated methodologies. Heart's Desire. As of May 2020, OnlyFans has 24 million users, paid out 7.2 million to 450 content creators. That means 23 million people are paying for digital yaya. Wi-Fi bread is alive and well. For me, OnlyFans doesn't really do anything for me, and porn doesn't do anything for me. But for a man who is thirsty, I can see it. I can see it. Look, like strip clubs. Strip clubs are making money hand over fist. Donation creative. I'm in sales now. Don't give a damn about hearing no, because it's a chance to close. Richard Dixon, you still need to read up on sales and still learn some aspects of digital marketing. There's a reason why everyone isn't good at sales. Richard Dixon, the reason I think that so many people aren't good at sales and marketing is they don't try. Because when I created my Craigslist protocols, which I created my Craigslist marketing system to sell all of the stuff I got out the storage auction units, that took me months to work out. I'm like, write ads. Oh, these ads work. These ads didn't. All right, write some more ads. These ads work. These ads didn't. And it was a learning process, because I was writing ads, doing direct response marketing, putting my content out there, and people were like, hey, I like it or I don't like it. Okay, they like it. We get money. They don't like it. We don't get no money. Why doesn't they like it? What's wrong with this ad? Was it the copy? Was it the pictures? So this was a process. And one of the reasons that so many people are not good at anything is they don't know how to work. They don't know how to sit down and just do the work and get the results. They just are looking for hacks and shortcuts and the cheat code. It's crazy. Stephen, that would not surprise me at all. Just your brother. What books you recommend for sales? I would recommend this one book, The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. Chet's no longer with us, but it's a good book. The Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes. Richard Nixon, that's funny. So one of the things that we're going to get into in the corporate toolbox, we're going to get into real marketing. We're going to get into branding, and then we're going to get into sales, because your marketing and sales, they kind of hang out together, and you got to, I'm going to break that down. Fluid Flows, can you arrange a discount payment plan for those who already got the H undergrad? What I did is I sent a discount code to everyone who bought H undergrad, and I made it really generous for people to get into the corporate toolbox. I already sent that out. Raining Woman, sales and marketing isn't hard. It's uncomfortable. Doing it stretches you and pulls you out your corporate zone, out your comfort zone. Yeah, I know. Nick Saban came down with COVID, which means he will not be on the sidelines this weekend. Woo! And we got a hard game this weekend because Georgia's no joke. So we're going to see what goes down with that. But, yeah, I want you guys to brace yourselves. And if you're not prepared now, it's kind of hard to get prepared. But start working on your side business. I know with COVID and all this other stuff that's going on, if you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to do some things, you can still make some money. 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 So that's all I got for you guys. I will see you in the next one.